Hello and welcome to the stream. We are picking things up where we left off after that enormously long and tedious Unalesca battle, which based on the save game time I think took about 2 hours and 20 minutes of real time. Hopefully the fights today will not be quite so long. So my plan is to go ahead and do basically the Sin battles, and then inside Sin do the random encounters up to Omnis, then fight Omnis, and then we'll see how long that takes. On the Sphere Grid. Yeah, it's interesting how many nodes we are still from the end of the character grids. Oops, not that way. Alright, so Lulu finished the little detour down to MP and defense here, so she's now going to head up towards Flare, but yeah, it's like 20 sphere levels or something away, maybe not quite that. And Riku here is almost done. Yep, she's got a little more HP and strength to pick up, I guess. Yeah, Yuna's actually fewer sphere levels away from completing the grid than Lulu is. Despite missing... Well, because of how the AP scales, like the AP required to level up scales, it's hard to say how much she really missed from not being in the party for the desert. I guess there was pretty good AP for some of the fights towards the end. Yeah, like Evray, the home fights, the Bavel battles afterwards were all pretty good AP. But then she was in the party for the high bridge, and I'm not sure, maybe her Sphere Grid is just naturally a little shorter. I don't think it's much shorter though. Anyway, we shouldn't have too much trouble with the Sin battles. Let's go outside and do the stuff we need to do. There we go. Oops. Okay. We need to... I guess we need to talk to Sid. Right, another part of the game where I cannot completely remember who we have to talk to. We do have to go outside and talk to Yuna. I guess let's try and just do that. Oh no, she's not outside, she's over here. Yeah. Alright, so then Kamari has the idea to talk to, or about you, Yevon, so talking to Micah. Yes, we need to do the high bridge, and then we need to do... I feel like there's somewhere else you have to go, but maybe not. Because Because we have the Torch of the Faith. But that isn't Bevel. It'd be interesting if I could somehow have like a spreadsheet of how many times I've done each part of the game, because that number definitely falls off pretty hard past Unalesca. I'd say I've probably done the Sin Fin battles fewer than 10 times on the HD remaster. Maybe not even that many. I think it's just a lot of the challenges I do don't make it to the end game, which is fine, of course, but it does feel a little embarrassing to not actually know exactly what you're doing, just for sorting out all the storyline stuff. Alright, I'm gonna let this play. I actually forgot to go get a fresh glass of water when I started streaming, so let me just mute myself for a second and go to that. Okay, sorry about that. I am back again. Hold on, let's do... Well, it's not really going to matter who's in the front line for this. And we have gotten... Yeah, we've gotten all healed up. It's definitely interesting to me, given how simple some of the like the Sin Fin battles can be, or seem to be. It's interesting how much there is behind the scenes with the AI in terms of especially the exact conditions for triggering negation. I didn't appreciate that fully until I read P. Birdman's guide, where it breaks down how the counters work. Of course, in a normal playthrough and in lots of challenges, you really don't have to worry about it too much. It's a bit hard to imagine a challenge where you could get past Unalesca and then really struggle here, but maybe it's possible. So I think given what I just said, I will try and fight the first two battles without seeing negation, just for fun. These are also maybe the two of the very few, if not only, battles that really care about character positioning, which is too bad because that's sort of a dimension they could have maybe done a little more with in some fights. I mean, having said that, I guess it's a little... It would have to be sort of more clearly part of the fight mechanics. So that, like, okay, the left character gets targeted, then the... You know, left character gets targeted by this possibility, the right character gets targeted by that one. If it's something you have to figure out yourself, it's probably a little frustrating if that mechanic actually ends up important for the fight. Because for the Fin battles, which characters have buffs determines the negation counter. So my understanding is that you can get away with protect on the middle character and the right character while also having the fin under armor break or mental break. And if you do those things, you should never see negation. But we can test that. Of course, it's so much easier to deal with this fight when your characters have actual stats and are not just at no sphere grid, because the physical attack, yeah, I mean the HP attack from the slam that hits everybody is just not going to wipe you out in the way it can at base stats. So yeah, I think my plan here is just to go for a physically attacking party. We'll have 2 characters under protect, we'll build up cheer. I think I'll just have haste on Yuna to come in and out and heal. I think it should be perfectly straightforward. Hey Carafin, how's it going? We are just getting ready to fight the left fin. Oops. Rough kind of week? Ah, sorry to hear that. Yeah. Most of my week was fine, but the last day or two it's like... You know how when a bunch of time passes without much extra stuff on top of normal things coming up, and then you have a day or two where it seems like 3 things come out of nowhere? So that's this weekend, but fortunately it's not stuff that requires me to really do anything right now, so it can still fit a stream in. Okay, so let's try getting close. Yeah, we'll move in. And let's haste just Yuna. Okay, so who's our... I think we want Aaron, Waka, Titus in the party. So let's get... I mean, yeah, the sequencing isn't going to be too important here. We'll have a protect on Titus. Then switch Waka for the middle slot. Alright, I guess I could be attacking here with Waka, but that's fine. I'm not going to do too much damage to it before the armor break anyway. So this fin, I believe, will randomly do the all-character ram attack, whereas the fin on the other side in the second battle is more predictable, and at high HP only does it after being targeted so many times, which is an interesting little asymmetry. Okay, so you can definitely start getting cheer down. Yeah, that attack was not very exciting. So the only other thing we need to set up is a protect on Whacker. Let's not do that right now though. Yep, that's the delay coming in. I can't do anything with Yuna and get her out of the party. I think it's unlikely to do another ram. Again, right here it's something like a 1 in 3. Yeah. Poor old Oren gets, yeah, the full party delay moves. What are we doing? Well, Titus is getting 2 turns in a row, so would Yuna. So this works, yeah, we can keep attacking here. Don't really need to heal Whacker right now. I think we're up to 3 cheers. Oh, we can actually, yeah, we can get Protect down and heal him, that's probably good. I got as far as Chocobo Eater in your mod, by the way. I was playing it earlier today. I didn't manage to beat it the first time, although I was partly just letting it do what it wanted and seeing all its different moves and trying to figure out some of the conditions. It's definitely a fun fight. I kind of screwed up not buying a weapon for Oren without Eye Strike, but I believe I can still do that from the shop just by reloading the save. So yeah, I imagine I'll be able to beat it fairly easily next time. Let's see, I don't really want to take Gravager with this party, I guess, do I? No, it's just going to be a whole bunch of extra healing. Alright, well let's get an attack in with Whacker. And another cheer in with you. Yeah, I like... It was kind of... It took me I guess it didn't take me too long to figure out what you were supposed to do in the fight. Like the idea that you're not trying to get its HP to 0, you're trying to push it off the cliff. But then there are all sorts of other little details like Kimari being able to lance at White Wind, although I didn't try White Wind. And... sorry, I better... yeah. My ability to play, talk, and think at the same time is limited, as you probably have realized by now. So let me just get this turn switching out of the way. Yeah, I think it does work well. I had one small comment, which was... It seemed like at some point I did a... what's that spell called? Sorry, Seed Cannon from Kimari and inflicted confusion on the boss, which I was not confident was supposed to happen. It didn't do anything too disastrous, it just made... I think it was knocked down at the time, and on its turn, it did the animation of standing up, then punched itself, then fell back down, and then was pushed back. All on its own turn. So it looked a little weird, but nothing too bad. Anyway, the confusion, yeah, I do like the confusion on the Sea Cannon. It's definitely fun. I got a wolf with it on the Mihen High Road as well. Yeah, it's funny. The quick hit when it sort of like provokes itself and targets one character as well. Yeah, that's kind of funny too, although I'm not sure that's an attack I'd find funny to see too many times, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, this should be the last cheer. It's definitely going to ram us here. Yep. How much health does it have? Still 40k, okay. Let's just wait with Titus, yeah. It's not going to get 2 10s in a row even if it rams, and it's not going to kill Titus on the first hit, so if things are... If it does do a ram, I can have the option of switching Titus out if I want. Okay, so now we should go... Yeah, now I think it's a good opportunity to do a little healing though. Let's just be safe. So Yuna should get, yeah, time for 2 heals and then to switch out. So Cura on Auron. Kind of want the heal on Titus too, so let's do this. Oh, something I didn't think of was that if I attack it, because yeah, I think negation is used as a counterattack. So if I attack it with Yuna in the front line, then her haste is going to be counted for the negation counter. Of course, seeing negation is not going to be too disastrous. Alright, so it's going to hit us again here, but we're all pretty healthy. And a switch position of Waka and Titus, but the negation counter right now should still be just 3 for the 2 for the middle protect, 1. No, I'm sorry, 2 for the armor break, 1 for the middle protect. I also did the Belgamine fight on the way to like along the high road, and I noticed that the equipment you get from that was improved. Although I guess, yeah, you probably can't do too much with that fight just because otherwise it would be impossible. Because my Valfor does not have particularly good stats. Just because I haven't fought any excess random battles, and Yuna's obviously, you know, I've gotten all the sphere levels I can on her, but it's just not too many at that point. Now, Gravager, that does not do... It's current HP. Yeah, okay. Well, it's going to hit Auron, which sort of sucks, but... I think we should be able to kill this pretty soon. Yes. We don't really want you here, never mind. Yeah. I think that's fine. At some point, well, I guess one thing you could think about is whether, given the changes to Grand Summon and not having access to normal summon, like, I wonder if there is some way to, for example, slightly adjust the starting abilities of the Aeons and make the summon versus summon battles a little more interesting without making them too powerful for random encounters. But yeah, that's obviously something probably not a priority. Oh, okay. I didn't. When you say since you can only use one Aeon, are you saying that when Yuna's Aeon gets KO'd, even if in the vanilla game she'd be able to summon another one, you're saying that would be game over? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Okay, we should just be able to kill this now. You're getting 2 attacks regardless. Can I get 2 attacks with Whacker as well? Yes. Good old cheer. Relatively wild with teaching Aeon's abilities. Oh, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, that shows how often I actually use actually use Aeons in the game. I just didn't didn't remember that. All right, we're gonna kill it here. Everyone has gotten experience. Don't think it's feasible to overkill this. So yeah, let's just finish it off with Whack It. Right, and that goes along with the items that, like the way you've set it up so that, for example, you know, Trost drops a bunch of customize / use items. Yeah, okay. No, that all makes sense. We've got a bizarre staff. How bizarre. Do you have in mind, on the Blitzball side, like... Do you have in mind that the player can play the tournament to get attack reels right away? It's attack reels you unlock first, right? Yeah, well, whichever of Whacker's overdrives you unlock first. We're going to need to do some healing here. Pretty sure that Sin is more passive. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. And the counter for negation is the same as far as I know. So let's do... Oh yeah. Unlock from the start. That makes sense. That's more consistent with the other overdrives. Yeah. Okay. You have to find a way to remove the 2 hit on the 3rd reel. I can see that being kind of a test of modding. I don't think I know of any mod that's made changes like that. Alright, so protect down on Whacker. Let's maybe get Riku to... she can't move out of the party. I think that should be fine though, because this Fin does not randomly attack if you haven't really targeted it yet. I think what I need now is just the armor break and then shears. Right, but Whacker should be in that slot. Yeah, let's not bother attacking just yet. We want the cheers on Oren. Yeah, Sin doesn't do anything. So that's attack number 2. I think the counter is 4. But then after 4, it's 100% to do the ram. Yeah. So if we just hit it with Oren here... Well, it doesn't matter so much, right? No, we should just go ahead and attack it, because it's never going to do ram twice in a row, unless it's at low HP, I believe. Yeah. I think overall the AI for this this Fin is definitely easier to deal with because of the predictability. Where am I at with cheers? Maybe up to, I think this is the 4th? Okay, of course we've got Gravager coming in. Yeah, let's just do the same thing. We're switching out the other 3 party members. And Aaron is too slow to switch out again. Rip Aaron's HP. Yep, you can go ahead and attack. That does not... yeah, it feels like we have one more cheer to go, maybe. So let's do big heal on Oren. Right, because of the hits before Gravager, we've definitely targeted it a bunch of times here, so it's going to hit us no matter what, I believe. Interesting that Titus did not get a turn there. I guess it's because he had most of a recovery coming up on top of the delay ticks. Let's check HP. It's not at the HP threshold yet, which I think is 15k. Yeah, it's getting kind of close though. Because it will... I think it just does the ram attack every turn. It's not using Gravager once it's below 15k. So... it's going to be pretty easy to... yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to sort of manipulate things here though, right? Because I just hit it 3 times. And then I wait, and then we burn it down without getting another ram. Okay, that's a good amount of HP, so that even if RN crits, it will not... yeah. In theory, we can get comboed to death, but I think let's see. I'm kind of curious what would happen actually. Because it still uses Gravager, I'm pretty sure we'd still get an opportunity to beat it. Also, Titus and Waka, I think I think even RN don't like happened to me too. It has, but not on a party with like stats. But I'm pretty sure that I would get turns with my characters and could bring Yunu in and do some healing, and then would have an opportunity to finish it off when it was doing Gravager. But yeah, for sure the risk is there. In a no sphere grid game, definitely. Okay, yeah, so now we just wait, make sure Titus and Waka each have 2 attacks after the next boss turn, and then we just kill it, yeah. I suppose what I can do here is just do a bit more healing. Yep. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4... oh, we don't have 5 attacks, but we shouldn't need... yeah, we shouldn't really need the second attack from Waka. No, definitely not. Okay, so now the fight with the Sinspawn. Oh, I missed experience on Lulu. That's a little careless. Right, because I didn't have her in. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just sort of unfortunate that Lulu is the character who's furthest from finishing her grid. Of course, nothing prevents me from just doing an extra few random encounters. If I'm going to fight BFA with the Own Sphere Grid, no everything restrictions, I'll definitely make sure I finish everyone's grid. And I don't think it's going to really matter for Omnis. Like, Lulu wasn't going to be able to get to those magic nodes plus flare at the end of her grid anyway. So we're probably on the armor break plus physical attack plan for Omnis. Alright, I'm not going to bother playing around negation here. I can't remember. She's my highest affection character? That could be. I guess we just saw it was, yeah. Alright, so this is going to do Venom. I don't know, can't remember quite how much damage it does. I do remember that we want to get an armor breakdown. But if we get a character KO'd against this thing, it's not a big deal to have to raise them later. I think it's vulnerable to like silence as well, but that's not going to really do anything. Let's see, what do I want to do with this turn? Don't think switching anyone else in really makes sense. Let's just do a dummy weapon switch of Whacker, because I'm pretty sure the Sinspawn here is armored. Well, Auron's not going to get KO'd, so we've got that turn. Yeah, never mind. Let's just attack. Oh, it's... Guess it prevents its Kuro and Wartiga? Oh, that's an interesting point, yeah. But those... I don't think those really come up for a few turns. But yeah, you're right, That's probably enough for a reason. Oh, I just remembered. One comment I was going to have about the Chocobo Eater fight. I noticed it did aim on its first turn. Oh, it's not vulnerable to armor break. Okay, well that was good. Maybe... I guess it doesn't have armored. No, it must do. Whacker was doing like 1500. Yeah, I was just going to comment about aim being... It's interesting to use aim because I know how it does mean that it will connect through darkness more frequently, and it did do that. I guess... Yeah, I guess it using its first turn to aim is okay. It'd be interesting if it was programmed so on its first turn into darkness it would use aim, and it would go to actually like kill someone with Blizzaro or something on its first turn. But yeah, now I think about it, I suppose the aim isn't too bad. So we're going to see another Venom here, I think. Yep. Oh, that Untitus would have KO'd him. Wasn't really thinking. Does silence attack work? No, it has some silence resistance. Okay, I should have known that. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think I mean, part of it comes down to like what is the philosophy of the mod? Is the idea that the player should be able to go in blind and have a decent chance of winning the boss battles first time? And I don't think there's a right answer to that. Like, I can see arguments for saying, yes, it's fun if the player can beat the boss first time at least some of the time, but I can also see the argument for, no, it should be very unlikely because, you know, the idea is the player actually has to think about it. So, yeah, like I say, I think it's fine the way it works, and I'm fine with either of those options too. I think the thing that could be a little off-putting to a player is if there's sort of random, sort of like apparently random sort of jumps in difficulty. Where it's like, okay, this battle took me 12 attempts, and this next battle I managed fine first time, but I've not had that experience at all so far, so... Oh wow, we somehow overkilled this thing. Hooray! Okay, well, we want some AP on other characters, and we also want... I guess I could set up... I don't think null spells count towards negation. That said, I don't think its elemental spells do very much damage at all, so who cares? Alright, is this vulnerable to armor break? I think it might be. But then, I think then we're gonna most likely see negation because we do have the haste active. Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, I've got Gravager coming. So I'm only gonna get one attack with RN if I armor break. But I get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks after that with the other characters. See if we can kill it. Okay, though, I do want... Yeah, so Kimahri and Lulu are not getting AP as things stand. I mean, I only particularly care about Lulu, I guess. Well, that is a little unfortunate. Oh well, I guess the battle is lasting a bit longer. In that case, yeah, this is going to be Gravager. Beware its first tier magics. No, I will not beware. I am being extremely disrespectful towards its first level magics. Well, I guess I'm being respectful enough to heal Aaron here, but that is the extent of my doing anything. No, it's just using Gravager again. Okay. I guess I really don't need to change characters out then. Like, it doesn't do damage except on its turn. Yeah, no, the reality is that this boss is just not very difficult. No real need to overthink it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Alright, let's hold off attacking it. Because it is still under... I mean, I can also... Yeah, let's just not get a character KO'd. Let's just switch in other characters for the Gravager. It does a set order for the... Riku's going to be too fast here, isn't she? It does a set order for the magic, but... She may be actually twice as fast as Kamari, anyway. Yeah, I think it does... I think Blizzard is the next one it's going to do. I think it's like the same order as Seymour, except it starts at fire instead of at Blizzard. Alright, well Waka kind of needs a heal here. Alright, I never hasted Yuno. Right. Yeah, there's Blizzard. $12,000. Alright, so let's just do Null Shock, I guess. Yeah. Alright, well, the warm-up sim battles are down. Next up is Overdrive Sim. Yo Blitz, how's it going? I managed to avoid dying to Sin's core there. Okay, that was actually a lot of AP, nice. Alright, main gun is broken. Yep. What my experience with the Mihen encounters? Okay, I made it through without a game over, and I didn't use any items. I got one ambush and kind of an average-ish distribution of encounters, I think. I would say... I would say they were definitely not too difficult. I wouldn't say they were too... I wouldn't say they were, like, very easy. Oh, what do I want this? Magic defense +4. These little detours in the sphere grid are vexing me in this playthrough. I kind of feel compelled to get them, but at the same time, how much is this magic defense +4 really doing? Not a lot. But yeah, I was kind of surprised the eyeball was a zombie. It felt like that that particular enemy was maybe a little too easy to deal with because I could just one-shot it with Cure. But overall, I felt it was fine. I mean, the armor break and power break and the other abilities from enemies were pretty good. I'm kind of skeptical about the enemies using buffs like Cheer. I can kind of imagine scenarios where, like, yes, ends up being more annoying, but I think having almost all enemies almost always try to do magic, try and deal damage is just going to be more dangerous to the player. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what else. The the element was good. I think the triple cast is good. It typically would deal some damage through null frost, which is good, I think. The delay attack from the mole. That was fine too, although the poor thing would delay itself by so much that it would do like one delay attack and then, you know, it was never going to get a second turn kind of thing, which is maybe okay. The whole thing with the ice weakness on enemies is interesting. I guess the point is to kind of have more control over like what is RN able to do a lot of damage to versus, because, you know, RN / other Ice Strike characters. Let's see. That... Oh, you did? Okay, nice. Yeah, I think that's a good change. I know it's sort of technically cheating at some level or different from the player ability, but yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, what am I doing? We're just going to go fight OD Sin. Could definitely get a little wrecked by the counters here, but I think we ought to be fine. Does the eyeball only do one type of attack? Because I was thinking, like, if you wanted to add a bit more variation, having the eyeball do like an attack that maybe does little or no damage but inflicts status on the whole party or has some chance to could be interesting. I think I just saw it do an attack that inflicted... let's see, I think the wolf was inflicting silence and the eyeball was inflicting darkness. But I mean, it's possible I just missed some of the attacks the enemies would use, because I wasn't really, you know, letting them just live and do their stuff. I was pretty short on MP with Yuna by the end of the high road, but yeah, I didn't have to use any items, like I was saying. Dark and slow. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see slow inflicted at some point. Yeah. I guess I didn't see a bomb. Yeah. I think I saw all the enemies you can encounter there except bombs, so I have no idea what bombs do. I mean, I can certainly go back and fight one next time I play. I didn't realize for a long time that you didn't have to fight Overdrive Sin straight after you fight the other Sin battles. You're free to just talk to Sid and go to other places. Not that I can imagine that ever really coming in. Bomb is a little broken. You noticed it using twin stars on Whacker. Okay. Man, that would have been funny. I'm sorry I missed that. Although I can probably find one. Alright, so I kind of autopiloted into just putting my fastest characters in the front line here, which probably is still fine. Yeah, and Titus, yeah, this actually worked out great because I can switch in, I'm just going to switch in Wacko and Aaron again. Hastiger, just go for physical attacks. Yeah. We don't want to dawdle around too much in terms of inflicting damage here. Obviously, in principle, we should have plenty of time. Guess I don't really want to do an attack before power break. Or armor break, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we still can't hit it. Dull. Alright, in that case, just do a dummy weapon switch with people for AP. And try and make sure we have the right lineup for Titus's turn for Chia. That's not quite right. Oh, we can do Yuna here. Alright, we want Oren to have that first turn after the boss turn, which, yeah, it's just not easy to arrange. Alright, I guess we're doing... Oh, we know Sentinel now. Cool. Okay, there's cheer number 2. And number 3. Okay, definitely want to delay that attack. Alright, well this is going to be fine unless we have multiple characters confused or petrified, I think. Which is not very likely. Although I may have just jinxed it. Alright, RM petrified. I think I ought to... Yeah, let's rehaste RN. I can actually just haste Yuna here too. It costs us a tiny bit, I guess. Haste to go recovery versus haste, but... Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, let's keep attacking. I wonder if I actually did the 4th cheer. Well, 5th cheer, I mean. think I did, but I also could have lost count. How are we doing damage-wise? Ooh, not great. Not great. Ooh, speaking of not great. Jeez. The double confuse, yikes. Kind of have to Asuna Waka before we can raise Titus here as well. Okay, well at least Aeon and Waka at least do still have haste. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I do need HP healing on Aeon. Yeah. And I've kind of lost track of how many turns we have here. It could well come down to the wire. Or we just may be kind of doomed at this point. I'm thinking about... Oh, we're not even halfway. Yeah, this is looking pretty doomed. I guess Titus is still better off. Yeah, Titus has still got to be better off rehasting himself. But how many... The trouble is, yeah, Titus does not have all his strength nodes. And he does not have cheer now either. And Titus attacking, being the fastest, is going to be proccing the counter more frequently. Alright, I think we just have to kind of maximize damage at this point. And we can't really play around bad results on the counter. I don't have another character who can really come in and do much effective, unfortunately. Maybe I should just attack with only Waka and Aeon now. I think we're doing average 5,000-ish per Aeon and Waka attack. I know they do different amounts, but just average together. Waterger? Yeah, but without Mental Break, that's not going to do more than Titus. But yeah, you're right. I don't think it would anyway. I think the base damage would be with no focuses as well. I don't think it's going to do too much more. Yeah, well, it's hard to track because I'm also just like 12 magic short of what her own sphere grid stat would, her red sphere only stat would be. I don't think it's going to do 3k between the magic defense and not having the focus, because I think it did like 3,500 against Mental Broken Spectral Keeper, and that was with 5 focus. So yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work. The question is, how many cheers is it correct to use on Titus? It has to be best to do at least a couple. I think that's just how the strength formula works. I'm going to use 3. Arbitrary choice. We do have a few more turns here. Well, in principle. Okay. That was the luck we needed. Titus is also going to get KO'd by the HP damage in the next counter. Alright, well let's count that. Yeah, so I guess we're going to be bringing in Lulu anyway. Man, Holly would be so nice to have here, but yeah, we didn't quite get to that. Alright, well we can definitely attack here. So that's one of the next sequence. Can also definitely attack here. Yeah, that damage is not great, but we probably just do need it. Is it 5 hits for the counter? Hold on. Can't remember if it's 5 or 6. I think it's 5. Oh, 6. Okay, good. So we've done 2 hits so far since the last counter. So 3, 4, 5, and I can switch out Titus. Yeah, so you can attack again. Then you can attack. Alright, so it's not going to use Giga Graviton next turn. We get a 1-turn reprieve with it at full overdrive. But Titus, yeah, the next attack is going to hit prompt the next counter. Obviously we're dead to a lot of status stuff here, but let's just not be dead to Titus getting KO'd. I think if this doesn't do anything too bad, we actually do have time. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do... Yeah, let's just do Arga. I'm not sure this will do even 2500. Alright, well that was a pretty close guess. Okay, we got super lucky. And I think we should be able to win here. Yeah, because it doesn't do Giga Graviton on that first turn with its overdrive bar full, which is kind of weird. Okay, yeah, so 2 hits with Whacker. Yeah, that's the big thing here, getting the double hit with Whacker. Alright, we're not going to see another counter, so that's not an issue. Yeah, it just dies to a hit from Aaron. Now let's see, I've brought in... So Yuna's done something. Got to get that AP in. Okay, I actually thought there was a good chance we'd lose there, but I think part of what happened is just the like asymmetry where you're that much slower at dealing damage at the beginning because of Sin moving in. Like it fills up. You don't have to do half of the damage before it gets halfway full on the overdrive, basically. Of course, we did then get very lucky at the end with that 2 counters in a row not doing any status. So yeah. Yeah, so Aaron is max strength, so that's strength 56 plus 5 cheers. And yeah, that is a lot. It's kind of funny at the end on that last counter, the disparity in how much damage Lulu has taken. Okay, so Aaron has actually finished Red Spheres only now. Interesting. Yeah, it was funny at the end just seeing how little damage. Lulu took like 400 damage from Sin's counter at the end, just thanks to having that much higher magic defense stat. Okay, that's the last of the agility. Yeah, so she does get still... that HP could definitely matter. Ominous is going to be interesting. Of course, we can block 3 out of the 4 elemental hits with the correct null element, but the 4th one could definitely be a bit of a problem. That said, we should also get a decent bit stronger before we get there. Alright, more magic on Lulu. Good. Okay, nice. Alright, I'm going to save here. I will take a break just for a couple of minutes and then come back and do Inside Sin. Ultimate's probably going to be the issue. I don't know. I think with 5 focus, there's quite a few of my characters should be able to survive that. But yeah, we'll see. You might be right. Okay, back in a minute. Alright, I have returned. Yeah, I think, well, how much HP am I short on Lulu? 400. Well, she'll get at least this one, maybe both by the time we get to Omnis. I think if we had Red Sphere only stats done, with 5 focuses, basically Riku, Lulu. Actually, I think everyone except Kamari with 5 focus at full HP should survive Ultima, I think. But yeah, well, let's see what shape we're in by the time we get through these random encounters, which are going to be a good opportunity for me to reveal my ignorance of this stage of the game, basically. I know that Provoke can do very good work here, but I cannot exactly remember what does what when it's provoked, so that will be fun to see. Regarding the eyeballs, it's still Yuna's MP pool you're using? Yeah, that's right. It makes sense. I guess I was able to... Like, Cure was one-shotting them, Fire was one-shotting the element, or at least some of the time it was. Oh, speaking of eyeballs. Yuck. Yeah, I do see what you're saying. I wonder if it'd be... I'd kind of be curious about how much more painful that'd be if they had enough HP to survive, like just a bit more HP than what Yuna could do with 1 cure. Alright, well, Waka should have... Yeah, Waka should do enough damage to just one-shot these. So let's assume that that's going to happen. Fire is not supposed to one-shot the elements. Okay, it's possible there's some sphere grid change then that I did not account for properly. Because I must admit, I have not played a new game from the start of the recent version to compare magic, or like to compare the grid nodes. So it may be that my Lulu has like a little more magic than she's supposed to. She was only just one-shotting them, and she didn't have magic plus on her weapon. I might be misremembering. Hold on a second. I was also putting a Lancet into the elements pretty often because I'd used Kimari had used Flare early on, and I was trying to get his MP back. I can check her magic stat and let you know after I'm done streaming. Yeah, you're just gonna do it. Dummy weapon switch. Let's just haste Whacker. That seems like the safest thing to do here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let me double check then. I might be just mistaken, and it might be doing the it might all be fine. Was the idea that even a high roll would not one-shot them though? Because I feel like I did see that at some point. Okay, we've got AP on everybody here except for Kimari. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well that encounter wasn't a problem. Almost like preemptive strike is good. Yeah, I'm just keeping Yuno out of the front line here for emergencies. Actually, they're meant to be out of one shot unless you focus. Okay, yeah, I didn't use focus at all. Alright, I'll run the numbers and see if I was just misremembering. Whacker, yeah, I think I still want Whacker in the front line just for his agility. Yep. Which way am I going here? Oh yes, okay, you have to go this way first and then you go to the left, that's right. Uh-oh. Rip Riku. Sleep Buster, I'm pretty sure works on these guys. If I cast Life on Riku, she's not guaranteed to survive the other one's attack though. What else we got? Maybe, I think we're at the point in the game where Death is not going to work on many enemies. I guess I can Power Break the other one. I'm not sure that works either. Yeah, I think we can provoke these ones too, but I'm not sure that's actually smart. Yeah, that was not what I wanted. I should have just hasted Whacker. Alright, well that's fine. Yeah, I definitely should have just hasted Whacker. Should also just use... Yeah, we can kill these things pretty easily with Bio. Alright, let's see if we can turn this fight around a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We're using lots of MP on Whacker, but we can osmose it pretty easily from various sources. Like Riku and Kimari. Yeah, he looks like he's going to consistently get 2 turns, so yeah, let's go with Bio. I think once I finish this fight, I will check the AI. I didn't feel like doing it in the middle. Just to see what... they definitely still do a damage dealing move if you provoke them, which is why I was sort of thinking that provoke is not super exciting. Yeah, Whack actually gets 3 turns now. That's good. Alright, yeah, that's dying into poison ticks. Oh yeah, these things have random absorption, element absorption. Oh, that's funny. Maybe it's not random, maybe, yeah, it's just that the pairs are different enemies. Oh right, Sentinel, duh, yes. That would have been a much better use of Aaron's turn, wouldn't it? Well, I guess by the time Aaron was in the party, Rika was already KO'd, but yes, that's, yeah, good point. Yeah, this is just another enemy I do not have the pleasure of facing very often. Okay, so let's try and set things up so I can Osmose with Whacker before the fight ends. Yeah, let's get a... We need... Actually, we have AP on everyone except Riku right now. Alright, we can just smack that Gemini on the right. Yeah. Oh, not quite. Okay, never mind. I know it's dying to poison. I just didn't feel like sticking another Sleep Buster into it, although now I'm struggling to cobble together the HP damage. Alright. Okay, well this is not... Yeah, can't Osmose either of those, or don't particularly want to Osmose those two. Alright, we'll do one more Sleep Buster and then sort out Osmose and finish it with HP damage afterwards. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem. So, who's on the list for the Osmose? It's got to be Kamari. They have a pretty cool double Reaper move. Okay. Yeah, I did not get as far as this part of the game in Pete Bowman's mod. Not yet, anyway. Kamari has a use. Yes, MP donation. And apparently getting the regen armor drop. Speaking of Kamari, I did have fun with using Flare and then Lancet on the Mihen High Road. I was able to use Flare twice, and it didn't quite one-shot the dual horn, but it did enough damage that I could easily finish it off. And then there was the fun mini-game of trying to juggle turns to get the MP back. I did notice that the MP on a bunch of enemies was changed, which is fine. I was only stealing like 0, 5 or 10 from them, I think. Okay, well that fight was an ambush, which is why I was a bit dodgy. Let's just heal everyone up. Yeah, I think that's enough healing. And let me just check P. Bowman's guide real quick for the AI, which I've looked at before, it's just, yeah, complicated enough I can't remember. Forced attack is leaping swing, and leaping swing is single target. Okay, so provoke, sentinel, yeah. The double reaper delay, and it does 2,000 or so damage and ignores defense. Okay, Yeah, and then there's some complicated AI for when Double Reaper's used, which never should come up. Alright, fair enough. Yes, I do like the early Flare Kamari. That's fun, and I also like the idea of getting his agility up as well. Yeah, one of the fun things. Oh, taking him straight into strength. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. We're not. Can't remember which way to go here. All right, this fight with another preemptive strike. Hold on. Let me just open up a map here, because I don't want to end up with farming more sphere levels just because I took the wrong path on the area. What am I doing here? Maps. Inside Sin. Alright, no, we are. I think we are going the right way. No. No, I think we have to go counterclockwise around this kind of loop as well. Alright, let's get this fight out of the way. Let's not do that. Yeah, I was initially kind of skeptical of the agility 2 characters, you know, that just being so slow, but I actually like it, seeing how it's played out. I think it's a good change. With Aron, Lulu, Kamari starting off so slow, and you have to really weigh up whether their like maybe more powerful turns are actually worth the delay. Aha! Strength 4 on Tidus, nice. And he's basically a quick hit. So Tidus has got all his stat boost done now. That would certainly have helped a little bit against Overdrive Sin. And there is Bribe. Alright, nice. So it's going to more or less just be... Hold on a sec, let me just check Waka. So Waka's still got... Yeah, Waka and Lulu still just have a bunch of sphere levels to go, don't they? Interesting. And it's about the same number too. Maybe even Waka is slightly more. Huh. Would not have guessed that. Alright, I think I have to go the other way, but... I'm not confident in this area, so I'll keep going. Alright, so... Yeah, Provoke and Sentinel should deal with these pretty easily. We can take a non-provoke attack from one of them, no problem. Yeah, that's no big deal. Alright, we really don't need to heal Aron, let's just take turns with other characters. Or no, let's just get... Yeah, let's just get Bio down. Just have to remember to keep Tidus in the party. Alright, let's speed this up. Lots of slowish animations happening. Alright, and now we can just dummy switch for AP. I like how the attack that creates kind of a chasm through the ground managed to somehow miss R in that time. It's that's good. Oh, I missed Whacker. Dole. Yeah, having just talked about how he was one of the two characters who still needed sphere levels. I think in his case it's not as big a deal as Lula though, who did not get a sphere level. That is dead end. Alright, new enemy. Can provoke here, and then it uses Thundaga, I think? Oh, we will find out. If it's not going to use Thundaga, this could be embarrassing. Yes, we actually then also have to kill it, don't we? Just that detail. Alright, well, that was not Thundaga, but it wasn't anything too bad either. Yeah. Blitz with the spoilers. Come on, man. No, I'm kidding, of course. Yes, you're telling me something I ought to be able to remember anyway. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, we can just have Titus. I don't think we're gonna have issues. No, let's not put a Hastiger into Reflect. Yeah. Hastiger bypasses Reflect though, right? 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 Nope. Well, it's immune to delay, so I kind of knew I could get away with that. It's funny because lots of the attacks that hit all party members do not get reflected, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Demi, yeah, you can't like reflect, you can't bounce, yes, you can't bounce Demi off of your reflected characters to hit the enemy 3 times with Demi or something like that. So I don't know, in my slight defense, not sure how much damage this is going to do to Titus, so let's just Sentinel it. In my slight defense, alright, it's fine. Yeah, there is a bit of inconsistency. And Ultima, of course. Yes, of course, Ultima. What do I think of Demi for Ultima? But you can bounce stuff like haste to go and null spells. Yes, okay. That's interesting. They must be somehow coded as like single target that just targets everyone one at a time. So this is a little awkward though. I think we're going to have to dispel... We're either going to have to make the battle very slow by having Aeon actually tank the attacks, or we're going to have to dispel that reflect on Titus so that I can heal him and such. Alright, well Aeon can just start attacking at this point. Just to flag if an attack is reflectable or not? Right, okay. Don't really need Una here. Let's do... Okay, let's just do the dummy switches. I feel like there's some status, like maybe one of the breaks, that Behemoth King is vulnerable to, but I can't remember what it is, and I think I've already demonstrated. I don't know its AI very well, so let us leave it. Funnily enough, it has not actually hit Titus yet, because he's dodged the attacks that were directed towards him, and Aeon blocked the one at the beginning. Alright, now we can just attack away. Sorry Waka, no cheers for you. Yeah, that's fine. Now, if it dies while under provoke, does it still do Meteor? No, let's not switch you out. Okay, well now's the time we have to think about that. There's a situation with... There's something funny about attacks that are used after the thing has died. I can't remember what it is. Is it with Catoblepus? There's something in my... There's something I'm trying to dredge up from the depths of my memory that feels like it could be a clue about this. Alright, well the worst case is that... Catobleeps and Magic Break! Yes, that was exactly what I was thinking about. Yes, thanks. So maybe that would suggest that the provoke is ignored for the... for the Meteor. How much damage is this going to do? I think if I defend with Aeon... Yeah, capture and counter. Okay, well... It showed Aeon getting knocked down, like the KO animation for a second there. Okay, well, found a way to miss AP on Whacker again. That's good. Alright, lesson learned. That's a little nasty. Okay. Meteor always shows a KO animation. Okay, cool. Did not know that. Okay, I think the X-Arrays are vulnerable to a bunch of statuses here. They're also going to hit us with fire magic that we... Yeah, Reflect does do something in this fight, for sure. Well, it's learning, but it's like, it's learning stuff I should know and just forgot, rather than real learning. But that was actual... The animation, the KO animation from Meteor was actually learning, so no, I do appreciate that. It's... I do like little facts like that. I think I can just use Null Blaze. How much health do these things have? It's quite a bit, right? Oh, not too much. But yeah, I can't remember how the counters work for them. With Reflect we should be safe though. Okay, if I do this, yeah, we can do this and then a Reflect. Let's not use that much MP on Titus. Oh, well, we actually get a... If I just defend here with, you know, we get a turn between their turns. I think they can also be silence busted. Or sleep busted, sorry. I just said silence instead of sleep. I knew I meant sleep. Well, that was not the right one to target, huh? Okay. I wonder how much Firaga would do to them. Okay, we can find that out. Yeah, because it's never going to counter that, and it's not going to counter the Firaga either now. Yeah, these enemies are no problem at all. I just had to... think about it. Okay, giving unit access to regen at GUI is not working out well just because of how costly it is. There's no good reason to use it, but I'd rather not give a Cura before Spheromorph. I'm not sure if anything else would be good to give early. Yeah, if you're not changing the MP cost, I do understand, even with half MP cost, it will still be 20. Yeah, so I see what you mean. Is there a reason you can't just delay her getting more abilities and have the abilities more concentrated towards the end of the sphere grid? I actually did not pay enough attention to how much Firaga even did there. Alright, well. I guess you had in mind doing like a like-for-like swap with, you know, switching, like swapping around the white magic rather than reordering when you got it, which makes sense. Or, yeah. I mean, in principle, you kind of, I mean, you've set things up so that you'd know what the player had access to ability-wise for every fight. So it kind of makes some sense to tune it in that way. I mean, I guess there's the random encounters to think about a tiny bit. Hey, finally, level up for Whacker. These ones again. Well, honestly, the strat from last time worked just fine. Just a little tedious. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Oh, hold on. I do have to do the other provoke, don't I? No. That was the one I already provoked. So why was Titus's cursor still on? I don't know why the cursor switched over there. I thought it would remember the targeting from the last like single target action he did, but I guess not. Oh. Not paying enough attention there. Maybe it's because the target. Yeah, the target gets reset because I was doing another special action. I don't think these guys have much in the way of MP. No, they have one. Alright, we don't have long to go here. It's interesting how often Aaron is dodging their attacks. I guess it's just that they're pretty low accuracy. I'm also slightly lost in terms of where I'm going here. We were definitely up towards the top left or the top right where you go off towards Omnis, but I felt like there was a waterfall that I couldn't go up there, so I headed over to the left, but maybe I'm not doing it correctly. We are running, yeah, down to about a third of Yuna's MP. Alright, let's consult the map. I think maybe I do still head off to the right, and I was confused by the angle of the waterfall. No. I'm not where I thought I was. Hold on. Okay, I still have to go round. Yeah, okay. I still have to go clockwise down this last loop. Man, this yeah. This area is longer than I thought. All right, at least this is a preemptive. So we use 8 MP on Titus. I think that's still okay. 20 on Lulu, that's fine. Might spam Prey with. Let's see. Well, we've got a preemptive strike, so we can do all the dummy weapon changes right at the beginning. Okay. And by all, I mean just Riku. Alright, I guess I have things set up so that we don't have Protect on RN, but that's fine. Nice miss. Still worth casting Protect? Probably borderline. Yeah, I mean, but Sentinel, it depends a lot on how many single target versus full party attacks are being used, right? And the vanilla game just does not have that many dangerous multi-party attacks, especially from random enemies. So I agree, in the vanilla game it definitely is, but I don't think it's sort of intrinsically, like, I think you could make all kinds of mods that made the game more challenging, and you could still have Sentinel be useful, but you wouldn't need to like nerf it, right? You could just adjust the enemy AI to make it a bit less kind of a catch-all. Could also let one of the could have let them hit Titus there since I'm spamming Prey. Oh well. The fact that Sentinel's just better than Guard is one thing that, like, I don't know, I'm kind of... It's too bad there's not some other way to adjust them beside the... Like, if Sentinel was rank 4, or some other way that it wasn't just strictly better. Just got here, but isn't everything in Final Fantasy X OP in the right context? Pretty sure I can think of things that are not that OP in any context, but it definitely is very situational, that's for sure. Yeah, that's right. That kind of design... Oh man, I did a horrible job getting AP there. Yes, costing more MP is like exactly the sort of change that would make sense. Yeah. Okay, I think we still have enough. Yes, Ferromorph is not overpowered in any context. Right. But there's also lots of abilities that also just fall a bit short. I'm trying to think of one. Well, stuff like Luck and Jinx are just a little low impact. Right, I mean... You can kind of come up with situations where, sure, it's worth the time to use them, but they really did not push the boat out in terms of making those abilities worth casting. So how many resources are we using each one of these encounters? We're only using... Okay, if I have Protect on Aeon from the beginning, I shouldn't need any MP to heal. I can just pray. I'm using just the 8 MP on Titus for the Provoke. I'm not using Haste. I think it's still fine. Lulu has boatloads. And actually... do I want to get Lulu... Yeah, I think I'm going to start with Lulu. Full break is also pretty close to useless of how late you get it. Yeah, that's true. And... yeah, scan... Right. Yeah, you guys are thinking of all the examples, yeah. I can probably use Reflex and avoid even having to cast Protect. Alright, well we're definitely going to do Bio. We're definitely going to do Provoke. It would just suck to have to redo this area because I'm dumb and run out of MP before getting to the end. And this encounter is definitely one of the more resource intensive ones, I think. Okay, we're taking so little damage, I don't think I'm even going to bother casting... Yeah. I don't think... Basically, I don't think the Protect cast saves 2 cures worth, which is what it would have to do. Yeah. I think... Well, yeah. It was whether things are overpowered. There's not much in the game that's really useless. Although Luck and Jinx are pretty close to that too. And you know, you can scan your own party members and see that they have immunity to threaten randomly, which is fun, I guess. Alright, now we can start praying. I wonder if Reflex is just actually better than... Yeah, I think Reflex might just be... better than Pray. I think this attack must have base accuracy 70 or something garbage. Alright, that's one hit. Players who refuse to use outside resources. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. It's actually fine for a game to have abilities that aren't good and to have the player have to learn about them. But ones where one is strictly better are just a little silly. And yeah. The thrust kick, I think that was just an omission. I think it should have eject and that was just missed. But yeah, that's another good example of where it's just redundant. There's often this argument in games like Magic the Gathering where new cards get printed and people complain, okay, such and such a card is just underpowered, like even in limited where you're drafting the cards rather than building your deck. You know, you'd never pick that card, it's just too bad kind of thing. But there is something for the argument that you need like, you can't have a completely flat power level. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Oh boy, this is really the stream of yeah, I learn a lot about the game I didn't know. Have we seen all the encounters here? No, we haven't. We haven't seen Adamantoise. I've still got 86 MP on unit. Feels like that should be enough. The cards rotate out of formats. Yeah, no, that's right. It's not a very good example, like comparison, or very close comparison, but I guess my point was that if it's too clear which are the best abilities without having to do much work, like that does take a lot away from either game, either type of game. Yes, and that's a whole other dimension. Oh, this encounter, dude. I mean, we can fight. Yeah, there's a bunch more of these we can get through before really. I guess I could set Aaron up with reflex before I do bio. It doesn't seem to make too much sense. The Gemini I love to play. We've seen like 5 of this encounter though. No, we should still Sentinel. Alright, and the other one did Leaping Swing and missed, which is perfect. Yeah, 0 Adamantoise. I know, it's usually such a common encounter, isn't it? I wonder if it's possible there are slightly different subregions of the map with different encounter rates, but I guess it's more likely just kind of a funny variance. Roll, you know, just funny series of random numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely have to be very careful with putting in stuff that's bad and then having the player sink time into just learning it's bad. Yeah, sure. You've got to be very careful with that. Okay. I think we can do one more. Yeah, we can do one more reflex and then maybe have to heal Aaron. Though these should be dying pretty soon too. Yeah, I've gotten a bit lazy about switching in my other characters, haven't I? Alright, we can do it now. Still got 1 or 2 more encounters to go, I think. It's partly because I have been like running into the sides and that little bit of backtracking I did. But yeah, you do get a reasonably large number of encounters here. Okay, we don't really need a heal here. Gonna have to be a bit careful with this MP. That's fine, I think. Do not want to see another Behemoth King. Alright. This one, the provoke, is something you can mitigate pretty easily, right? Like breath, the fire attack. I admit I've sort of lost patience with like bumbling into these fights without looking up the AI. Yeah, forced attack was breath. Okay, well I was correct. And that hits everyone and it does fire damage and nothing else. Okay. Well, that we can kind of live with. It's also immune. Oh, it's vulnerable to a ton of stuff too. Yeah, poison's not very good. We can put it to sleep though. Oh yeah, we can probably just sleep attack it. And it's got 40 MP. Okay, okay, this should not be a problem. Should not be a problem. It's funny having an enemy at this stage with like 20% sleep resistance. We do need to plan to actually kill it though. Immune to fractional damage, right. Because I don't actually want to use... Oh, good old 20%. I don't actually want to use a bunch of null blazes on Yuna. Yeah. There are some high HP enemies that are vulnerable to Demi, it's just that while you can get like impressive numbers against them, you generally don't need it that much. Alright, it's not going to roll another 80% or another 20%, is it? Surely not. Oh, it did. Nice. Unless I misread the resistance. We also have... Okay, we've got MP on Riku that's not doing anything. I can just use Sleep Buster with... yeah, I can just use Sleep Buster with Waka. And this one, yeah, defense 90 and armored, but I can't armor break it. Sure, Auron's MP does not seem like much of a limitation here. Okay, let's just get cheers up. Not use more MP on Tidus for sure. Okay. Well, that's good, except for the fact that we're just going to wake it up when we next physically attack it, but I suppose we can get cheered up. I think I can actually just, yeah, get Tidus a little healed up here. Alright, now we'll get ready for the onslaught once it wakes up. Oh, that is a tick short. That should be good though. Yeah. Oh, it's not so slow that Auron gets 2 attacks. That's fine. Alright. Let's drop a Sleep Buster if we need to. Looks to be pretty close to killing this thing. Ugh, kinda. Honestly though, this was not a big use of resources, it just took a little time. Feels like we're getting a lot of equipment drops, but that's just because the drop rate is high for the enemies here, I think. Does anyone need healing? No. MP check on Yuna, 74. Okay. Well, if we have a couple more encounters, I might have Holy for Omnis. Don't know how much I'll use that. I do have Quick Hit. some chance I use that. Poor old Whacker just struggling along in the rear. Ooh, agility for Lulu. Okay, we should be getting close to the end here, unless I've completely misunderstood the map. No, there we go. Okay, good stuff. Well, our plan is still fine. We're gonna dip below. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a possibly dodgy last fight with stuff like not having much MP on Titus, but we should be okay. And we've got enough MP on Whacker. Let's just do. No. We need to. It's more important to Sentinel. Let's do Prey. Haha, good call. Double miss. Alright, that's going to die to the next, on its next turn. Let's do dummy switches. No, you stay there. Alright, still need a couple of cures with unit, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's borderline whether we get 0 or 1 more encounter here. Okay, 62 MP on unit should be fine. And just do the sphere levels on the ones that matter. Gotta grab that accuracy node. Ooh, and we do have Holy. Okay. Wait, we have to... Oh, we have to run around down to here? There's a little confidence in... Yeah, we do have to do that. Yeah, that's not... We're not as close to X as I thought. Okay, there we go. No, don't ambush us. Okay, that's not too bad. So what's the plan for this guy? Honestly, what we did last time was kind of fine, just slow. So, bio, armor break, sleep attack, yeah. Good. Can actually just get that 40 MP from it. Nice. And cheer, and hopefully not use anything else except MP on Whacker. Okay, good. think it's waking up this turn. It is. We did do a big chunk of damage to it there. Yeah, let's just do a Sleep Buster. Alright, and it dies to poison. Good. Yeah, my previous... when I said 0 to 1 encounters, I was not remembering the path you have to take here. So now I think it's like 0 to 1 encounters. Okay, we don't need to heal. Do we get anything from this sphere level? Yeah, I guess we do. Agility. That should put Wacko at tick speed 9 if he wasn't there already, which is something. Oh, and we've got this 3 more strength to come as well. Good. Okay. Alright, don't mind this encounter. Yeah, that plan before worked great. Okay, and we can kill it without another Sleep Buster. Oh, we may still get another encounter, actually. Yep. Okay, well, the Adamantoise rush happened at the end, which kind of ended up being fine. Yeah, should be the last one. Okay, made it. Jeez. Well, those encounters weren't exactly hard, particularly if I remembered or had looked up all the AI. But that took more of a toll on our MP than I would have guessed. We didn't have too many more of the tougher battles in us by the end. Alright, but we did get a lot of AP though. Yeah, too bad we don't get to that strength node. I guess what happens is you hit the 22,000 AP cap, or very close to it, and then you get like 2/3 of a sphere level from each of these encounters. So, makes sense. Alright, what is the plan for Omnis? I think the plan is to save the game and go get some more water and think about it. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Alright, thanks for your patience. I have returned. The plan is to reduce his HP to 0. Wow, what a controversial opinion. I think we're on the physical attacker plan again, if I'm honest. Still not really liking the sound of going with magic, although 50, can mental break him. Alright, hold on. No, I take that back. With mental break, 5 focus, Lulu will be doing maybe as much as even like 6k. And that's going to be more effective than Tidus and possibly even Whacker's physical attacks. Okay. So at the beginning we need to survive the quad spells. And Yuna, Riku, Tidus should all be as fast or faster than Omnis, who has, I believe, tick speed 7. So this party should be fine to start. And I just need to make sure that I do not have the 4th character KO'd. I think against... Do you get to actually interact with the rings? To be honest, I wasn't planning to. I guess maybe I could. Yeah, so I think because of her magic defense, Yuna would not get KO'd from full HP by the 4th hit, but it could do up to... It can definitely do up to like 2600 against a character at base magic defense. Or like, you know, magic defense 5, which is not where we're at. So Yuna ought to be fine. Yeah, I think I'm better off keeping him full on a single element. But we'll see. Who knows? Yeah, nothing else we need to do. Let's go. So we're gonna get buffed up. Yeah, we want cheer and focus. Yeah, this cutscene's not very long, but I can skip it anyway. There we go. Does he always cast 4 spells even with different modding configurations? As far as I'm aware, yes. Okay, well this is slightly awkward in that Yuna got the first turn. I guess that's no problem, we just have her switch in. Yeah, let's not... Let's hope I'm correct about Yuna not getting KO'd by the 4th hit, because I am going to leave her in the party here. So let's do... we also don't really want to start doing anything offensive until we've got everything charged up. Why did Yuna have to get the first turn? Okay, oh that's cool. Yeah, I have no idea how this works in P-Birdman mode, so I will hopefully get there at some point. Oh no, I guess I can do this. Yeah, we need to get those focuses down. If things had been sequenced differently, like if Riku had actually gotten the first turn, you know, like she should normally, I could have gotten a focus down on Yuna as well. I think we should be fine here. Alright, we also need to speed this up because man, these animations get old fast. Yeah, so that was almost 2400 against Waka, who has pretty lousy magic defense, so that's fine. Okay, now we need Hastiger. And we need... Oh, let's just stick Nobles up again. Focus number 2. Anything else worth casting with Yuna? I mean, I guess I can cast... I can put Shell on somebody, but it doesn't feel like that does a great deal. Because I kind of need to heal whoever's taking the 4th shot anyway. Alright. At least this music's really nice. I forget how much, yeah, how cool this soundtrack is. Another fight I very rarely end up getting to in challenges. Okay, so we're always going to have time to heal somebody plus refresh the Nobles. So yeah, we're in a sort of holding pattern now. Well, this fight was, yeah, the start of the fight was completely safe, thinking about it. We've got 3 stacks of focus down, which sadly does not do much to help our healing ability, but what can you do? It's not really any point getting cheers down. because I want them on Whacker and RN anyway. Sure, let's just play it slowly. Yeah, 1799. That's the focus kicking in. Oh, and a bit of a bigger heal. Good stuff. Alright, that's focus 5 on Yuna plus Lulu. Now, let's bring in someone else. Yeah, not even taking 1,000 from the 4th hit there. Alright, so what's the plan? So, yeah, we just need to... Cheer and focus is kind of what I want to do here. So I would like to get... Alright, Tidus might be borderline surviving ultimate with 5 focus, but certainly Whacker, Auron... Whacker, Auron, Lulu... I think I want focus for as well, and I don't need to heal... Yeah, I need to be a little careful with who ends up in the party. I don't want Whacker to take the 4th Firaga hit, but we can just bring him in and out. Yeah, that looks perfect. He also needs... Yeah, we also need a Hastiger here, don't we? You are allowed to survive ultimate, indeed. Indeed. Does this work? Yes, it should. Doesn't matter that Tidus doesn't get another turn. Okay, now I believe I've haste on everyone I need it on. And we can put up Null Blaze. We don't really need to pray or anything, do we? No. $23.65. Yeah. Okay, let's do all the focusing. So let's do Cura on Auron. Yeah, you can stay in the party. Let's get focus going. Yeah, a little tedious this fight, but I think we are going to be, provided I'm careful, we shouldn't have a problem winning. Get some value out of Prey too, always good. That's focus 2 on Auron. And there's number 3. Keeping an eye on Yuna's MP, but I don't think the fight is going so slowly that it's going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm not going to bother it. Yeah, we've got enough focus down on Aaron here. If he survives with like 1500 versus 1200 HP, it doesn't really make too much difference. I have to be a little careful. We're not really going to kill him before seeing the Ultima, and I don't want to put too much of a burden on Yuna after the Ultima, right? Because we're going to see, yeah, that actually does seem a little problematic, doesn't it? I can't heal everybody. All right, let's just yeah. Let's get that last focus down onto RN. Okay, I believe I should be able to do Null Blaze plus heal Whacker here. Let's see if that's correct. He skips his turn after Ultima. Really? Oh, because the Mortiphasms get adjusted as a turn action. Is that right? Huh. Oh, that's cool. I did not remember that. Oh no, we need to do it in the other order. Yes, there we go. So, focus 1 for Whacker. Whacker could actually heal himself with Drain once Ominous' mental broken. That's going to be pretty nice for us, actually, I think. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. That definitely, well, that makes it. Yeah, I guess that makes it way easier than I'm kind of accounting for here. We even got hit there. Oh, it's Yuna, okay. Alright, I think this is going to be enough focus for Whacker. Okay, and he can survive another hit too. So maybe let's get going with Cheer. And let's try and do that. Yeah, slightly more efficiently. I think we can get away with this. Unit doesn't even have a full overdrive. Huh. That is pretty interesting. I will say I did not use her very much at all during random encounters, even when she was in the party. Like, she would be left on the bench in reserve in case someone needed to be revived, and that almost never happened. But yeah, now you pointed out, that is pretty funny, isn't it? Oh yeah, we did use it against Isaris, sorry, yeah, that's also, yeah, right. Alright, let's get armor breakdown. Okay, still need to switch in Yuna for the Null Blaze. If this hits Aaron, we don't need to worry about healing anybody right now. That's not Aaron. Alright, we might skip a couple of cheers on Waka, but I feel like the fight's taking long enough as it is. I suppose strictly speaking, I should just be attacking with Aaron anyway, in the sense that we're only... I mean, sure, Yuna's MP is eventually a limitation, but in practice, it's just going to be... We want to just deal damage in as big a chunks as possible, don't we? That was a pretty good sized chunk. I should also get mental breakdown, I think. We did get that extra strength with Tidus since the last time we fought a boss. Sure. So that's 3. This is going to be 4. Oh no, it's going to be 5 because the armor break counts as well. Okay, so after the next attack, we are going to see Dispel. Which is fine. I feel like... Honestly, I feel like we might not even see Ultima after all of this preparation. We'll see, we'll see. We're definitely going to see Dispel here, though. So how do we want to play around that? I think I just reapply... wait. No, reapplying... Hastiger, yeah, if I cast Hastiger after Dispel, I can't get Tidus out of the party before Ultima. Does that matter? He might be close to getting KO'd. His magic defense is not great. Yeah, okay. Let's be a bit selective about who the haste gets dispelled off then. So you can keep attacking. We also need to make sure characters are actually sufficiently healed. Ooh, we can go with Holy. That's gonna do... Wait a second. Yeah, that's gonna do the goods, isn't it? Ooh, nice. I get a turn here with Lulu and then can switch her out. So right now... We need to do some healing, don't we? Yeah, we definitely need to do some healing. Because I don't have enough... well, assuming I want multiple characters to survive the Ultima, which is where I'm at. I need to heal, like, Lulu... You know, I probably don't even need to heal Lulu. I probably just need to heal, like, Waka. Okay. Assuming that Yuna's not going to be in the party. Alright, well let's drop a Lizaga and see how much damage this does. I'm going to estimate 6,000. 8,900. Okay, Lulu is online. I underestimated the effect of the magic towards the end of her grid then. Fair enough. think we're pretty close to being back on the kill him before Ultima plan as well. Because the Dispel does not undo it does not delay the character's turns at all, so we can get double Holy in with Yuna, in theory, if I get a turn soon enough after. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. I'm not gonna bother healing. There's no way Holy doesn't hit the damage cap. So yeah, we get 2 attacks. So 2 attacks with Auron is like 13k. 2 hits with Lulu is like 17k. And then 2 Holies would do it. So we don't need to... What we need to do is just have someone in the party. Yeah, this is fine. We can attack with Tidus and do a dummy weapon switch. And who would still have haste would have time for double Holy even though it's rank 4. Okay. Oh, you know what? We can do quick hit. Alright, I think it turns out I was unnecessarily conservative in this fight. But that's fine. Better that way around. So yeah, we'll do this. We're not going to bother renewing haste. I mean, I guess we still wanted the cheer and focus, at least on most characters. Poor Seymour Omnis. Yeah. Poor Seymour. Sure. Yep, and we can fit in the double Holy, as I thought. Yep, 9999. Alright, so pretty sure I did a dummy weapon switch with Riku, but I've got a spare turn here. I like finishing him off with Holy. Alright, that was not as bad as I thought. Yeah, I just kind of mentally underestimated our damage output. Especially Lulu's. Yeah. Yeah, Holy's a cool spell. I'm glad Yuna picked it up and I was able to use it at the end there. Yeah, I think especially on that fight, the English Seymour is less deadpan and more sort of emotive, which is actually kind of good. Yeah. Alright, let's do these level ups. Yeah, so we were hitting 8900 versus Mental Break with 5 focus plus the 1.5 elemental bonus, even without that last 4 points of magic. Cool. Okay, well, I've been streaming for not even 3 hours, but I have some other stuff I have to go take care of today, and I'm not sure if I actually want to, what I exactly want to do with this challenge. I'm definitely going to make a, well, let's make a save file here, and basically split it off. So one thing I want to do is break the red spheres only restriction, but still not add stat spheres, and finish each character's own sphere grid area. So that will give me access to a bit more in the way of stats, as well as abilities like zombie attack, auto life, full life, blah blah blah, double cast. Not quite sure what that will unlock in terms of extra little bits of optional content that we could try, but I'm curious to just do that before I drop other restrictions. But I will keep the red spheres only save here as well, because of maybe being interested in trying BFA in Own Sphere Grid Know Everything. Although I don't know. After the slug through the sin encounters, I don't really feel like going and pushing on towards doing that. But in any case, I will continue with one of those two options in the next stream. I'm away for a long weekend next weekend. A friend of mine is getting married, and it's a ways out of town, so it's I'm actually away for like 3 nights because of how the travel ends up going, which I'm looking forward to. But it does mean, yeah, I'm kind of interested in BFA too. We'll see. I might give it a shot. It does help that there's an autosave right before it. But yeah, I won't be able to stream it all next weekend. Still planning to stream same time on Sunday in 2 weeks' time, so the 25th. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Carfian, let me look up Lulu's magic stat and confirm what was going on with the the ice element. I'll send you a message shortly. But yeah, otherwise, thanks again for watching, and see you for the next one.